Hi everyone, it is Thursday, October 5th, and I think it's the 5th. What day is it? It is Thursday, October 5th. I honestly don't really have a plan for today. I was thinking, when I planted my garden in the spring over Memorial Weekend, I planted sunflowers because I was trying to break up some clay soil, and I've heard somewhere that sunflowers kind of grow like along taproot, and that can help to like aerate and, you know, help with the soil. So I thought that might be what we do today. Is I have my what used to be my big sunflower. I have the stalks still there, so I figured we could dig up the root and see what the root looks like. So that's what we're gonna do today. It's just kind of a little, I guess it's not really a science experiment, but we'll just call it a science experiment. Okay, so I ended up pulling up three. Oh, there's a bee. I ended up pulling up 3 stalks, which you just saw. So I'll kind of, I'll take them over to the hose and I'll spray them off to get the dirt and other stuff off, and then that way we can take a better look. Alright, so I am around back my house again, and I'll show you now that they've been washed what we can and can't see still. So looking at this one, which he was one of my little guys, this one definitely has a taproot, like a carrot. You know, he does have secondary roots and stuff there. But generally, you know, this is kind of what I was told the root of a sunflower looks like. So I guess science was correct. Not that I doubted. So there's that one. But these other 2 guys, as you can see, I can't really see what the main root looks like because there are so many secondary roots attached to these. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside and get my nippers, and I'm going to cut these extra roots off and see what's underneath. I'll be right back. I'm gonna actually go hose it off again because there is a lot of dirt wrapped up in this thing. Okay, so I have, as a matter of fact, rinsed it and also trimmed a little bit more of the secondary roots off. So I'm gonna show you in a second just what we have been working with. Surprise, it's exactly like the other one. Okay, so I cut more off, but not completely, but you can see the general shape of the root. And, you know, as you can see, like the previous one, it's very, it is very much, you know, it's a taproot. It's shaped like a carrot. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if it necessarily did a job of helping to aerate the soil. Maybe I need to plant a lot more sunflowers than I did this year, but it's an interesting shape, and also an interesting bit about sunflowers. I'm not even gonna mess with that one, if I'm being honest. So one thing I read on the internet, and maybe this is why there's so many secondary roots shooting off of these sunflowers. It might be because when, you know, they were right by my beans, and when I would water my beans, you know, they were probably being exposed to the water because the beans were right next to the sunflowers. And what I've heard about sunflowers is that they're very drought tolerant. So my guess is they probably developed this long taproot because under drought conditions, they probably are sending their roots deeper than the surface, of course, to get the moisture that they need. I don't know the answer to this. So the internet actually said that sometimes sunflower roots can get as deep as like 6 feet or a meter. I wasn't expecting that. I was curious to see how big they would get though. So I think we're looking at, I don't actually know the answer. It's about as wide as my palm. So my dad's the person who can measure things by eyesight, so it is what it is. But anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch today, and I appreciate you, and I'll be back again soon. Thanks, bye.